What's up, everybody? Today we're here on the China server where the final Grim Reaper has fallen into place. Hemos, the Water Grim Reaper. We're going to second awaken him. We're going to see what we think about him. Honestly, I think that compared to Thrain, how OP Thrain, the Dark Grim Reaper is, anything is going to look pale in comparison to that. He gets an instant another turn after he uses skill 2, and then he turns cycles anytime he stuns with skill 3. He's so strong. Thrain is so strong. Seriously, Thrain is so strong that anything, even though the Water Grim Reaper is good compared to Thrain, he's never going to be quite as good as Thrain. So let's take a look at now that I've just talked down Hemos. I'm sorry, Hemos, but now that I've just talked down Hemos, let's take a look at what he does. His first skill does a Grim Scythe, the same as the other ones. Acquires additional turns, the enemy dies. Second skill, Plague, same as Thrain, right? Which is a nice skill, 2 continuous damage. It lasts for 2 turns. And then we have Frozen Soul. This, before he's second awakened, this is going to Freezing Chills for 3 turns, freezes the enemy for 1 turn. When it's second awakened, it's also going to Strip, right? So remove all beneficial effects, decreases attack speed, and freezes for 1 turn. And so Speed Break for 3 turns and freeze for 1 turn. Then we have the Grim Scythe. Oh, it also, you know what, it also inflicts continuous damage. I didn't even realize that this was actually buffed too. So this inflicts continuous damage as well. But still, I mean, let's test him out. Let's see how we feel about him after we test him. Maybe we're going to really enjoy him. But it'd be really cool if he got another, it'd be really cool if he got another turn with Plague. That would be a different story. Like if he did the same as Thrain, if he got an extra turn after he did Plague, that would be pretty nuts. So let's second awaken him and let's see what we think about him after he's actually built. We're gonna take him into. People have been asking me about this. They're like, "Yo, you got to build Hemos. You got to build Hemos. You got to build Hemos." I'm like, I am building Hemos. There was 10 units second awakened and 6. I only have 6 accounts, and there's 100 dimension energy that you can, that I saved up for all of them on each account. So we were limited. I had to wait for things to refill to do extra second awakening. So anyway, let's take a look at, he still doesn't have, I mean, he is an attack type unit, but I think that if we're just using him for continuous damage, we don't really need to do a whole lot of attack. Let's see what he does here. Damage, harmful effect rate. Like, we don't really need, and this is not even a 100% chance to do continuous damage. So we really don't need Sculpts for him if we're going to build him like this with just speed, HP, and accuracy on here. So if we're just using him for continuous damage in TOA, for example, then we don't really need to do the skill ups on him, to be honest. So there's other things that definitely need skill. I know we don't have it skilled up on here, but this definitely, for the Predator's Cry and for the Shred, definitely skill this up. Definitely very strong when you skill this up. Him, if you're just going to use him speed, HP, accuracy, you don't really need to worry too much about it. First test, we're just going to do TOA. This is actually not TOA hard because I didn't realize I didn't do TOA hard. This is China server. I didn't do any TOA hard on this account yet. Oopsie. So we're just going to do regular TOA. At least it's 58. Better do TOA regular 58 than TOA hard 1, right? Oh, we actually don't need to. I didn't check the speed tuning on this. Now she filed procs. Great. Why is it well, never mind. I was going to say, why is it so fast? Let's do a freeze on this. This is going to get a turn next, so we'll do a freeze here. It would have stripped, but we don't really need it to strip or anything. Let's do, I guess we'll start to detonate some of these dots. We'll do one of these. This way they don't have any skill cooldowns. At least we got another turn before they did. Let's do one of these, because this is actually not speed tuned great. She's got another turn to do her stuff, though. Let's do more continuous damage. We don't have Soth in here, right? Soth would be great in here. All this extra damage from the continuous damage. We can just blow this up, I guess, because we have the explosion again. So let's do one of these. We're not really seeing too. I really feel like we're seeing too much of Hemos, although now we're seeing him kill things and getting additional turns. But I guess we'll do unbalanced field, even though we don't really need to here, right? At least we do. Well, she's gonna proc herself into some more turns anyway. So there we do. There we do. There we do, guys. There we do. I don't really want to do those dots just yet, man. I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of tattoo. Can you tell? I'm not a huge fan. Let's do one of these. Do a freeze. Let's do another one of these. Increase cooldowns. Decrease cooldowns of our allies. This is more than anything. I feel like this is a. I don't want to do that just yet. It's actually not tuned the way I would ultimately like, but man, you know what we are seeing? We are seeing that the Dark Homunculus and the Wind Dryad is a fun combination, and we're also seeing that I don't like Tattoo, and I don't like Tattoo. Yeah, because look at how much dots this does. She's so good. Yeah, let's just do one of these. It doesn't even matter. Yep. So that's kind of fun. But let's see what it does in some more, because I don't really think, like, again, I mean, this is the thing with Hemos is Hemos has always kind of been a unit that you build if you don't, because like people used to build him back in the day, and this is like a unit that you build if you don't have Thrain. And poor Hemos is still in that situation where you build him if you don't have Thrain, because like look, he does this a slow, and well, everything was already slowed basically, and then he does we're not even really seeing the strip, because in TOA you don't have too much that you have to strip. There's like every once in a while there's stuff that you have to strip, but really not too much. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of these. Let's do, you got a freeze there. But like, why would we use him instead of Thrain is my question. Unless we're using him in a situation, and I know some people right now, in the comments section, are gonna be like, Bagel, use him in Dragons B12. We're gonna use him in Dragons B12 actually. We're gonna see what he does in Dragons. Man. We're gonna see what he does in Dragons B12. But can I just say that between this the Dark Homunculus and Hemos or Thrain or Soth or Hemos or Thrain or the Wind Dryad, like all of this stuff works so great with the Dark Homunculus, so great. So I really like the Dark Homunculus in this team. Let's test it out now in a Guild Siege situation. So we're going in against a Fire, Water, and Light Element team. They're all going to be fairly tanky, be able to absorb some damage. The nice thing about something like Hemos or Thrain, just say or Thrain. The nice thing about Hemos or Thrain is that continuous damage is going to go through the Hwadam passive, right? So if something dies to continuous damage, Hwadam's passive doesn't kick in, which is kind of nice. Also, one of the nice things about the Hemos versus Thrain is Hemos has a strip on skill 3, right? So it's a 3-turn cooldown, so we might have some decent access. We have a strip here. We have a strip here. We're going to try to control between his 3rd skill and her 1st and 3rd skill, and her just reducing attack gauge as much as possible. Let's just start the... Who does not have runes? What I had intended to say is we're going to try to control as much as possible, so instead of just talking about it, let's actually see the match instead of me just yapping, right? So we should be able to. So everyone's got immunity. Let's just do one of these, because I don't know if we're going to... Oh, here we go. So let's do one of these. Let's do... Very nice. We got the CC on this. Let's do a 2-turn. Although, you take a look, we just put her to sleep. So this plague is actually going to wake her up. Not great. So, yeah, that's not as good as the freezes. Let's do... Watch she Violent procs. No, she doesn't Violent proc. Okay. So let's do one of these. Let's see how much access we have. Maybe we'll feed some turns. Either way, that's just basically a 1-turn. That's basically just a 1-turn thing. Let's do... I guess we'll do one of these. We'll do you know what, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna decrease her attack bar. Oh right, he is on despair, of course. Bailey, you're just hitting your own defenses. Yes, I feel that's the best way to test things, is to just hit my own defenses, because at least I know like that they're runed decently, right? Not like fantastically like G3 rune, because it's only an alt, but still at least I know that they're somewhat runed decently. So that will actually, let's see it actually kill. Can we get another turn to do some more dots? Yeah, all those dots are going to kill through that Hwadam passive. So, doesn't kick in. So that's kind of nice. That's just nice in general, right? It's not necessarily that it's this specific team, but yeah, I'll definitely take it. See, we're putting a lot of dots on this stuff. So, although something like this would actually do much better if he was on attack and crit damage too. Like with his, because skill 3 does I'm not sure. You know what? Let me do some research in the meantime. Let me see what his skill 3 actually multiplier is. So his skill 3 is actually a 720% multiplier, which his attack power is pretty good. So that's actually a pretty decent amount of damage. It's a single target, but it is still pretty. 720% is still a pretty decent amount of damage. So that's not bad, considering he is an attack type unit. He's got attack type leader skill and does that much damage with his skill 3. I still think you don't need to, you can ruin him like that. You can ruin him with more damage. His skill 1 definitely makes sense with more damage. But if you're going to use him for something like TOA hard, you don't really need to worry about the 720% multiplier or running him for damage. You can just ruin him fast with good accuracy, right? Same thing with Thrain, fast with good accuracy. For TOA hard, for any of these continuous damage units, that's what their damage source is, so you don't have to really worry too much about the crit rate and crit damage and attack on them. However, if you want to do damage with the skill 3, like do some nuke potential, then there is that. So we're going to try this team. I just want to try some different teams, see how it works, play around with him. We have him built. We put the effort into building him. May as well play around with him while we have it done. So one of the nice things about him being tanky is that is what bagel. Let's do one of you. I kind of don't want to have to. Oh, we got a slow on him, which he's about to take off in 5 seconds anyway. We got nothing. We got nothing. All right, let's do a sleep on you. That's just gonna hit Huadam anyway, so don't need to worry too much about it. Let's do a purify on Huadam. Let's do a attack. Oh, nice. We do attack, power break, and everything. Let's do one of these. We didn't quite get everything, but I'm more worried about this guy. He's got 100% accuracy. What? He's got 100% okay. He's got 100% accuracy. He should not be doing that. Let's do one of these. Let's do also, I want to do one of these. Because you know he's going to start taking some more damage. 100% accuracy doesn't work. Let's do some more continuous damage. Let's do a sleep spell on... Let's do this on you. We're going to hope that we get another turn or something. Nice. Okay, let's do one of you. I don't want you doing any more damage. They're cycling too much, though. I mean, it's my own defense, so... On the bright side. Let's do a freeze. There we go. There's a freeze. Let's do one of these. Oh, we got some stuns. That's, oh! We're going to die in a second. So, if he kills Perna, he gets another turn. So he does kill Perna. He gets another turn. He does some continuous damage. Let's do one of these. We got a... Okay, now we're in trouble now. Well, I probably shouldn't take it into this team, but we're also not getting very lucky with these... Yeah, we're not getting very lucky with the CCs on some of this stuff. So, let's do some more continuous damage. Yeah, we're not. He's got 100% accuracy. Why is he not putting these debuffs on? This is a Guild Wars thing, guys. I know this is a Guild Wars thing. Let's do one of these. This way, maybe she hits. Oh, nice. Okay, now we're getting it. Now we're getting it. Okay, let's do one of these. Can we proc? No, we can't proc. We can do this though, so that's nice. I think we can still make this happen. See if he was damaged right now. So maybe I may want... I mean, if we're going to do a Guild Wars situation like this, then... Or a Guild Siege situation, then yeah, more damage would be nice if we're relying on that. Let's do one of these. Funny how we came back from this. Lols. Some more continuous damage. Let's stop him from doing any defense breaks. Let's do one of these. Yep. Well, they're not gonna, on the bright side, they're not gonna heal, so they're on limited time now. And so is Hemos, apparently. So is Hemos. Let's do one of you, and you're gonna get another turn next. So he's just, if we kill him, nice, then we can just do this. Nice. And then we do one of these, and then we do one of these. Well, it doesn't really matter, right? So, yeah, we still came back from that. So now we're hitting an actual Guild Siege defense, albeit not a great Guild Siege defense because there is A whole lot of water units and nothing to really stop Lucian. So, but we're not going to use Lucian. We're going to use Hemos because Jolton is nice to kill with continuous damage. Camilla, continuous damage as well, as long as we actually, as long as it sticks on her. And then we have some attack gauge reduction with this just in case. I just want to see some more gameplay with this Hemos. And then we'll try him in like Dragons V12, right? We don't have a... Will runes on Camilla. I don't think I've seen that before. Okay. Will runes on Camilla. Let's do, I mean, we're gonna put him to sleep and we're gonna wake him back up. Let's do one of these. Let's do a freeze on Annabelle. I'm more worried about Annabelle than anything else, right? So we'll just do that. We'll do a one of these. We'll do some continuous damage here. I just want to see some more gameplay with this guy, right? Because we built him, so let's actually see what he can do. All right, good. Don't go for that one. Let's do. Can we freeze? Very nice. Can we do continuous damage? Very nice. We'll do another one of these. So Jolton takes a decent amount of continuous damage. We'll just keep... I was going to say we'll keep cycling. I guess we'll do one of those. I don't actually want to do too much of that. I don't actually want to do too much of the hitting Jolton. Let's do... I'm just going to keep cycling the... let's do one of these. Let's do some more continuous damage. But, yeah, I'll just keep... cycling the... I guess it's not a great showing. It's not a great showing. I want the things to die more to continuous damage, but... I mean, they kind of took some continuous damage, but... There you go. We got enough attack gauge reduction. Lauren's just gonna solo Camilla. There's nothing really Camilla can do. Camilla's weak to Lauren, Skogel, Ciara, Malong, everything. Ajir. Anything, everything. Camilla's weak to everything at this point. Alright guys, we've got a wacky Dragons V12 team with some wonky stuff. So here is the deal. Remember that the waves on the way to the dragon are not fire crystals. They're element neutral, right? There's only 2 fire units in this dungeon, and that is the End Dragon and the Zyros mid-boss. That's not supposed to run. So this is actually not as bad as you would think in Dragons V12 because it's going to push back attack gauges and she doesn't have element disadvantage aside from the Zyros and the End Dragon. We also have Vertiheal. You know what Vertiheal does. This is going to reduce attack gauge. Well, actually, it's not going to reduce... Well, it does have a skill that reduces attack gauge. What it does is decrease enemies' attack... decrease... You just read the skill, Bago. Increases skill cooldown... time of all enemies by 2 turns and decrease attack speed for 2 turns. Skill cooldown of allies will be decreased by 2 turns and attack speed increased. So this is basically just cycling turns and decreasing cooldowns. That's kind of what it's kind of like Mav, right? So we have that. She's just going to give this unit more and this unit more access to their skill 2s and this more access to the detonate. So let's see how it does. And she's also going to slow the enemies, right? So she is a little on the faster side. The reason she's on the faster side is for... yeah, look at that. So the reason she's actually on the faster side is for arena offense, right? So far so good. No one's even close to getting turns, but it's not going to win. Tattoo! God damn it! Someone program some AI and come to us. Please. Oh, Jesus. The last thing we want is Tattoo to have more access to her skill 3, because she doesn't ever do it at the right times. But let's just give like an overview of how we would even consider, because basically we're trying to use Hemos in Dragons V12, because people were like, we want to see Hemos in Dragons V12. He's going to be amazing in Dragons V12. So I'm like, okay, if we're going to do Hemos in Dragons V12, because he's got skill 3, that does strip, right? So if we want to see that in Dragon... Oh my goodness, please don't die. Please don't die. Okay, he's taking a little more damage than I would like him to take. Do some, well, he does... You know what? He does have... Oh, it should be okay. Okay. That was a little close, though. We could have taken... Just take Tattoo out. Just take Tattoo out. Put some heals in or something. We actually don't have any heals. So... would have been nice to have some heals. I hate Tattoo. I'm sorry, I just don't like Tattoo. Anyway. Continuous damage, continuous damage. We got some detonates of the continuous damage. Just stick a fan there instead of Tattoo. Stick a bell in there instead of tattoo. Stick literally anything instead of tattoo. Anyway, I just wanted... Why are we seeing the animation? I just wanted to show something that we can maybe see Hemos... You know, we don't need to... That's kind of cool. I never actually see the animation because it's always turned off, but... Yeah, let's see. Let's watch them do it incorrectly at the wrong time. That seems like... Right, so of course he doesn't use it when we want him to use it with that skill 3. We do have some attack age reductions with a few units. We do have, we got some turn cycles. We got some, what else? You got some more dots. You got some more dots. You have some, he's going to take everything off. Strip on skill 2. So let's see. Let's see what it does. Let's see if this is in any way reliable enough to make this actually work. Right? We'll see. Wacky team, though. But I wanted to see if we can make a wacky team work. All right, some more dots. Plague. If she has a detonate... I mean, we made the team work. It's a wacky team. We made the team work. It is 238. I have no idea what the best team was, but we actually made this this wonky Dragons B12 team work. Let's try... I mean, we're just trying it for fun, though. We're just trying it because people wanted to see. I was looking at you guys' comments about like, oh, Vega, you gotta use... Why are no YouTubers doing videos on the Water Grim Reaper? Don't they realize he's amazing? It's like, we only have so much dimension energy. Especially me having more accounts in general, I have more access to things. But we only have so much dimension energy. That's why we just didn't have access to him. That's why we didn't use him. It's not, there's no like scandal going on or like anything crazy. Like you think something crazy is going on, but it's like, no, we just didn't have. So I was gonna try some other stuff. I actually tried some other stuff. Nothing really quite makes as much sense as this does in terms of trying to use Hemos specifically in Dragons B12. I tried using Spectra with this instead of Tattoo, but then I'm like, that's not a Hemos team. I tried targeting the right tower, and then I'm like, that doesn't make any sense if we target the right tower, because the point of using Hemos is because he's got a strip on skill 3, right? Aside from that, like, then he just does continuous damage. Then why wouldn't you just use like all these different things that do continuous damage and not Hemos specifically, right? So none of that stuff made sense. Doing those different things, like, again, using Spectra, targeting the right tower, using lore, and all these different things. So at least we could see this team again, right? Let's just try this team a little bit more, and let's see what it does. Because that combo, that wombo combo of the Dark Homunculus and the Wind Dryad and the Hemos, or anything else that does continuous damage. I really don't like team. I feel like maybe I would just like Thrain here, to be honest. I feel like I would still prefer Thrain here. I know he doesn't do a strip, but honestly, he turn cycles. He gives himself more turns to do his more continuous damage and turn cycle at AoE CC and more continuous damage. And I still feel like I would just prefer... Did she just use her skill? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I hate Tattoo. I hate Tattoo so much. Yeah, well, yeah, you know, that was a good Incinerate. We got a Strip, we got an Unbalanced Field, we got some Earth Friends, we got a Frozen Soul, Man and Mother Incinerate. Genius. Genius Tattoo. Wow. Genius. Okay. I was hoping she was going to proc there. That would have been fun. Right? I mean, Vertiheal's dying, but... you just counter that by making Vertiheal faster and Vertiheal do more, be more tanky or whatever. Because we're just doing damage through continuous damage anyway. Nice! And then everything stalls. I mean, the team works. We made Thrain a thing in Dragons B12. I just think honestly, Hemos in Dragons B12. I honestly just think that for most places, I would just prefer Thrain. I just think that Thrain is better. So... the other stuff is cool, though. Dark Homunculus. Dark Homunculus with all this stuff is just crazy. Dark Homunculus with Thrain, just build Thrain. Unless you don't have Thrain. In which case, Hemos is a good alternative, right? But, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I still think, honestly, if you have Thrain... I'm just trying to be honest. Like, I've played with Hemos, I've played with Thrain. Thrain is so good. Thrain is so good that I think if you have Thrain, just build Thrain. I don't think it's really too much of a question. So anyway, I know people are gonna be upset about that. I'm just being real. I think if you have Thrain, I would build Thrain over Hemos without much question. Although Hemos is blue, so there's that. If you really like blue, Hemos is your guy, right? If you really like blue. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Pangolin, all you told us, if you like blue, use Hemos. That's your analysis of the monster? I mean, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you as always in the next one.